This is where the story begins, and a boy is playing a game, and he is saying, 10 minutes to the end of the S21 season. I will definitely reach the rank of challenger in the final game. Are you a rookie? Come on, but his luck is very bad, and he loses, and because of which blood starts coming out of his mouth, and at this time his soul starts leaving his body. But then something happens, which he had never thought about in his entire life. A bright light comes out from his mobile, and he hears a sound, ding dong. Your kingly life is ready, and he gets a notification. A kingly figure must have an eminent background, like being born in the righteous Chongming sect, which removes evil for people. Look how happy he is. He has a capable father, and his father has many wives, and an amiable stepmother, in order not to be beaten to death by his stepmother. He racked his brain to avoid the correct answers. Look at him. He is smart. His parents never worry about his studies. Of course, Pei Ling, who time-traveled into this cultivation world, is the leading role of this comic. He has set a great goal for himself. That's the strongest cultivator, a challenger, but Pei Ling is dreaming. And a servant breaks Pei Ling's dream by throwing water on him. Then she says, the disciples of the Chongming sect have been staying in our mansion. They enjoy pastries made from colorless mushrooms. Please go to Mount Yuan tomorrow and find some colorless mushrooms. Her ladyship will reward you if you get it done well. If you fail to find any, her ladyship will also reward you. She is the maid of Pei Ling's stepmother. And we see toilets for the household staff, which is much bigger and nicer than Pei Ling's house. But Pei Ling is happy and he is thinking, today is another day of successful survival. But fortunately, the days of lingering and being bullied due to weakness are soon coming to an end. Then he goes inside his house and locks the door. And he opens a box. It took Pei Ling 18 years to collect only 300 low-grade spirit stones. It's truly a disgrace for a time traveler. I am 18 years old. His kingly life is finally about to begin, and Pei Ling hears a voice in the system. And the system opens in front of him, and the system says, the required amount of spirit stones has been detected for system action. Please confirm if you want to activate the system by consuming the spirit stones. This operation cannot be changed once activated. Yes or no? And he is thinking, only fools would click no. Yes, and Pei Ling clicks on yes. And as soon as he clicks, the system changes, and another system comes in its place. And seeing that, Pei Ling gets very shocked. And this system is a very old, Intelligent DEF Cultivation System Windows 95 Development Version 1.02. And Pei Ling says, shit, how come the operating system is Windows 95? I was expecting a cooler system. There is much more to complain about. It's quite disappointing. Forget it. It's better than nothing. It seems that it is the only cultivation technique available to me. Bone tempering technique is an ancestral cultivation technique of the Pei family. It is divided into 3 stages, iron bone, essence bone, and jade bone. Once iron bone is achieved, one's body cannot be penetrated by blades and spears, one's fists become as heavy as hammers, and one's hands turn into sharp blades, capable of tearing apart beasts, because it is a cultivation technique from an evil sect. The cultivation process features a ferocious and demonic style. Those who are not tough-minded will be unable to endure the excruciating pain as if their bodies are smashed, and eventually suffer a painful death. Let me check the cultivation duration first. This cultivation duration seems odd, after enduring humiliation for so many years. Do I have to cultivate for decades? I'll choose an intelligent duration. 18 years of humiliation finally come to an end. The time is coming to fight and kill anyone as I like. I am the future unruly king, stepmother, father. Get ready to serve me, system. Begin to cultivate. And a notification pops up in front of Pei Ling. One-click auto mode, intelligent upgrade. Now begin to cultivate under the auto mode. Note: during the cultivation, you will temporarily lose control of your body. Please don't panic. And Pei Ling says, has it already begun? My body is moving on its own. Wow. I'm a little panicked about losing control of my body, but it feels so amazing. It's quite addictive. This system is just perfect for me. It's simply a user-friendly system. Bone tempering pill. And the system says, detected a lack of bone tempering pills for cultivation. Please wait. And Pei Ling is thinking, even the big shots of the Pei family have only a few bone tempering pills. I'm just a minor disciple of a collateral branch of the Pei family, and I haven't even seen one. Where can I get bone tempering pills? And the system tells Pei Ling, analysis completed. The system will offer 10 bone tempering pills for free, And as soon as Pei Ling hears this, he becomes very happy. But then the system starts controlling Pei Ling, due to which Pei Ling stands up, and he breaks his door and starts going out. And Pei Ling is very surprised as to what is happening with him. Then he starts running very fast, due to which strong wind starts blowing and the girl's skirts start flying in the air. And Pei Ling is telling the system to stop. Then he gets to a different place. And he's thinking, holy shit, stupid system, don't cause me trouble. I've lived cautiously for 18 years and never run wildly in this yard. Oh my, why did you bring me here? And as soon as Pei Ling hits the board, he gets even more shocked, and he is thinking, isn't this where that murderous and cold-blooded devil lives? Stupid system, don't get me killed here. Extract souls and strip bones, devour people and drink blood. These people are unscrupulous for becoming stronger. The Chongming sect is the most terrifying sect in the world. No one dares to mess with them. System, can we just take a look at the door and leave? We are not going in, okay? But the system is not going to listen to Pei Ling. It controls Pei Ling's body and leaves him by kicking the door. And Pei Ling is very nervous. And he is saying, the door has already been opened by us. We can consider ourselves having been here. Let's leave quickly. And Pei Ling is asking the system to stop. But the system is not agreeing. And again she is driving Pei Ling away rapidly. And Pei Ling quickly stands in front of Zheng's house. And Pei Ling is saying to the system, stop. Fuck you. Did you hear me? Are you trying to kill me, stupid system? And finally the system stops. And Pei Ling is standing in front of the door. And is looking and he is saying, ha ha ha. Turns out this is the main room in the green sycamore yard. Also Zheng Jingshan's room. I came to clean this place before. Ha ha ha. Please stop it, system. I don't want to die yet. You forced me to break in. Now you are even forcing me to smash the door of Zheng Jingshan's room. And Pei Ling would have broken the door. And he is remembering Zheng, how powerful he is. And he is saying, oh. He is a devil who even killed his father, system. Just tell me how you want me to die. Lucky me. The devil is not here. The devil's room is indeed gloomy. System, do you dislike me and want to have another host? System, what do you want to do? And Pei Ling gets the pill, and the system says to Pei Ling, 10 bone-tempering pills have been given away. The intelligent system continues to help you cultivate. And the system is trying to forcefully put all the pills in Pei Ling's mouth. And Pei Ling is saying, is this what you mean by offering bone-tempering pills for free? I won't eat them. I won't eat them. And the system puts the pill in Pei Ling's mouth. And Pei Ling is very nervous. And he is thinking, this is Zheng Jingshan's stuff. Spit it out, asshole. Am I cultivating in his room right after stealing his stuff, even without closing the door? I'm tired. Just let it be. However, after taking the bone-tempering pills, the speed of my cultivation is more than 10 times faster than before. The bone-tempering pill is indeed a good thing that nobody like me has never seen. Gold and iron resonate. Muscles quiver, toxin discharged, Brierfreb, the third level of ultra-refining stage, breakthrough. It took me less than an hour to reach the fourth phase of the third level of chi refining stage, iron bone achieved. I'm indeed a kingly man. Then the system tells Pei Ling, this cultivation has been completed. The auto mode of the host's body is over. Please give a 5-star review if you are satisfied. And Pei Ling shows the middle finger to the system and says, it's finally over. You don't deserve a 5-star review. And then Pei Ling feels something and says, women's laughter. Is there someone else in this room? Then Pei Ling quickly looks back and he says, no one. Then where did that laughter come from? And then Pei Ling sees something, which upsets him. And in front of him there is a painting, from which spirits are coming out. And that thing is calling Pei Ling towards itself. But Pei Ling runs away from that place very fast, due to which that hand is not able to hold Pei Ling. Then Pei Ling says, shit, what is this evil thing? Chongming sect is indeed eerie. Fortunately, the backyard of Green Sycamore Yard is so secluded that few people would come here. I can't stay in the pet's mansion anymore. I have to run away as soon as possible. I can only live as a fugitive after I stole Zheng Jingshan's bone-tempering pills. And then someone comes to that place, and he sees Pei Ling, and he says to Pei Ling, Mr. Pei, why are you squatting in the backyard of Green Sycamore Yard? And Pei Ling tells him, I was preparing to find colorless mushrooms. What do you come to me for? And the man says, the head asked all them disciples to the main hall. And Pei Ling says, for what? So the man says, stop asking questions. You will get yourself in trouble if you keep your head, and Mr. Zheng is waiting. And Pei Ling says, Mar. Zheng is back. He didn't go back to the Green Sycamore Yard for a rest. And the man says, no, just cut the crap. Mr. Zheng will get angry if you are late. And as soon as Pei Ling hears this, he starts running very fast. And while leaving he was thinking, Zheng Jingshan went to the main hall as soon as he came back. He probably still doesn't know that I stole his bone-tempering pills. However, the Pei family's rules are strict. If one doesn't respond to the head summon, he or she will be punished harshly. I can only brave it out now. Then Pei Ling enters the main hall, and many people gather in the main hall. And we see some people sitting on the chairs. And the first man is Zheng Jingshan, inner disciple of Chongming sect. And the man sitting on the side is Pei Zhuan, the head of the Pei family. And the one who stands is Pei Hongyan, Pei Zhuan's son. And Pei Ling is standing at the back, and he is thinking. No one mentioned what happened in the green sycamore yard. Looks like Zheng Jingshan hasn't learned it yet. Then the family head says to Zheng, Mr. Zheng, all disciples of our family are here. Please give orders. So Zheng says, the traitor Wu Tingxi fled to Mount Yuan today. You all set out now to the mountain and search for him. Those who find him will be rewarded with 50 bone-tempering pills. And Pei Ling is surprised to hear this, and he is thinking, 50 bone-tempering pills. Chongming sect is quite rich and generous. And hearing this, the family head and his son look at each other. And Zheng sees the family head staring at him and says, what are you waiting for? Go find him now. And the family head stands up and says to Zheng, Mr. Zheng, I heard that Wu Tingxi has reached the 7th level of the chi refining stage. While our disciples are still weak, I am afraid that they are not up to the task. And Pei Ling is thinking, people at the 7th level of chi refining stage are nothing to Zheng Jingshan. But to the Pei family, they are absolutely strong masters. The cultivation realm of this world is divided into chi refining stage, foundation establishment stage, and core forming stage. As for the realm above the core forming stage, the Pei family has no records of it. What a loser! Pei Zhuan, whose cultivation base is the highest in Luquan City, has only received the 7th level of chi refining stage, and that devil Zheng Jingshan has reached the middle foundation establishment stage. That is to say, there is no match for him in Luquan City. It's not even a problem for him to slaughter whole city. Therefore, although Wu Tingxi is at the 7th level of chi refining stage, the Pei family has no other choice but to take on the task. And Zheng is saying to the family head, Wu Tingxi is seriously injured. Even a cultivation beginner can take him down now. Besides, I ask you to find him, not to catch him. And the family head is ready to carry out Zheng's orders. Then Zheng sees the face of that man, has to search, and he says, this is Wu Tingxi. If anyone finds his traces, send the signal immediately, and I will get there and capture him in person. And now everyone sets out to find that man. And Pei Ling is smiling, and he is thinking, this is a very good opportunity for me. Once I am out of town, I will take the opportunity to run away as far as I can. Then the family head is telling Zheng, Zheng, would you like to have a cup of tea? But Zheng starts leaving that place and says to the family head, I don't have time for that. I need to go to a floating cloud yard. After some time Zheng arrives in the floating cloud yard, and Zheng is greeting someone from outside the door, and he is saying, Senior, it's Zheng Jingshan. And then Zheng is feeling dizzy. And from inside the door a girl asks Zheng, did you find him? So Zheng nervously tells Li Luyu, I have confirmed that Wu Tingxi fled to Mount Yuan, and I have asked the Pei family. And Li Luyu gets angry after hearing Zheng's words, and she releases her power, due to which many ghost-type creatures start coming out, seeing which Zheng gets very scared. At the foot of Mount Yuan, many people are searching for that man, and Pei Ling is thinking while looking at the mountain, I can't go any further towards Mount Yuan. It will only take 1 hour to get down from here. Then Pei Ling says to them, hey, guys, I have searched this area but found nothing. And Pei Ling is thinking happily, get ready to leave. I'll go to the nearest city first, disguise myself, and then find a caravan and blend in. When the time comes, I can go anywhere I like. No one can restrain me. Pei Ling's poem, the wide sea allows fish to leap about. The vast sky allows birds to fly. And Pei Ling is running fast towards his freedom. And he is thinking, come on, I almost made it. But then he stops and his leg starts to tremble. And he feels something, and he's thinking, shit, I didn't run for long. Why do I feel so tired? As if my body has been drained. And why do I feel cold all of a sudden? Could it be that screen? And Pei Ling is suffering a lot because of that screen ghost. And the screen ghost starts absorbing all the power of Pei Ling. And Pei Ling is thinking, but why did it do nothing to me when I was cultivating in Zheng Jingshan's room? Was it because the system was controlling my body? Then Pei Ling says to the system, I want to cultivate bone tempering technique, and the system says, the Intelligent Cultivation System is at your service. During cultivation, you will lose control of your body. Please don't panic. And as soon as the system controls Pei Ling's body, Pei Ling captures that screen ghost and punches him in the face, and Pei Ling becomes very happy by doing this. And he is thinking, sure enough, with the system, those women dare not attack me. And then the system tells Pei Ling, detecting a great loss of your vital energy. Continuing to cultivate bone tempering technique will cause irreversible damage. In order to help you restore vital energy, 3 vital energy pills will be given away for free. Pei Ling gets very shocked after seeing the system notification and says again, what are you going to do this time? Then the system takes control of Pei Ling's body again, and starts taking Pei Ling towards another direction. And Pei Ling starts running fast towards the mountain, underground cave Mount Yuan. And at this place, the same old man is sitting and cultivating, whom Zheng is looking for. And the man takes out that pill and he says, I've never thought that I would be in a dire situation like this. That old man is about to eat that pill. But then Pei Ling comes to that place, and the system detects that pill, and Pei Ling is thinking, holy shit. He seems to be the traitor of the Chongming sect we are looking for. Am I going to steal his vital energy pills? Holy shit. And that old man is about to eat that pill. But then Pei Ling starts moving fast, and the system is telling Pei Ling, vital energy pills are detected. The system will offer them for free. And Pei Ling would have snatched that pill from that man. And Pei Ling quickly eats 3 pills. Then the system says, vital energy pills are given away. The system will continue to help you cultivate. Pei Ling sits at the same place and starts cultivating. But Pei Ling is thinking in his mind, what the fuck? You let me cultivate in front of him. You are killing me. And the old man gets very angry, and he says, the 3rd level of the chi refining stage, cultivate on the spot, snatch the vital energy pills. You snatched my pills and even dared to cultivate in my presence. And now that man has become very angry. And he shouts and tells Pei Ling, I will kill you. Then the old man picks up the pill bottle, and eats 3 of them. And Pei Ling is thinking, stupid system, stop cultivating. And the old man picks up the pill bottle to hit Pei Ling. And he says, how dare you snatch my stuff? And Pei Ling is saying in his mind to the old man, please spare me. And the old man attacks Pei Ling's head, due to which a potato grows on Pei Ling's head. And the system tells Pei Ling, an external attack is detected. The cultivation ended here. Please give a 5-star review if you are satisfied. And Pei Ling is saying, it's finally over, don't even think about it. And the old man takes out his sharp nails, seeing which Pei Ling gets very scared. And that old man says to Pei Ling, fate brought you here. Let me send you to hell. And Pei Ling is very scared, and he is saying to the old man, boo buddy, I can explain, system. I am really going to get killed this time because of you. And the old man attacks Pei Ling with 5 poisonous fingers, due to which Pei Ling gets badly hurt, and it falls away, and as soon as it falls, there is an explosion, and the old man is thinking, humph, a loser at the 3rd level of the chi refining stage. But Pei Ling survives the old man's attack, but gets slightly injured. And seeing this the old man gets very shocked. How is Pei Ling still alive? And Pei Ling is thinking looking at his wound. He is quite strong. I almost got killed. I can't let it go on like this. I have to find a way to deal with him. And the old man is thinking, he could only use his arm to block my 5 poisonous fingers. Then the old man starts scanning Pei Ling, and he sees that Pei Ling's bones are top-level bones. So he gets very shocked. And Pei Ling is thinking, system, I must give you a 5-star bad review. Then the old man appears in front of Pei Ling, and says to him, the top-level iron bone, how did you cultivate that? And as soon as Pei Ling hears this, he thinks, oh no. Is he going to do it again? Shit, he found it. Is he going to strip out my bones to make a flag? Then Pei Ling says to the old man, buddy, I am sorry for your vital energy pills. Please accept my apology. As for the top-level thing you are talking about, I don't know about it. And the old man says, stop playing dumb. What you are cultivating is bone tempering technique. I am not mistaken. The top-level iron bone can only be obtained from the bone tempering technique of Chongming sect. And Pei Ling is thinking, it's not easy to fool him, as he came from that evil sect. However, I can hold him back for a while. When I am almost recovered, I will get an opportunity to escape. And the old man says to Pei Ling, you entered the mountain to arrest me, right? And Pei Ling is very scared, and he is trembling because of fear. Then he says to the old man, no, you got me wrong. I've been ordered to search for you, but I have no intention of revealing your traces. I only hope you can run away. But the old man says, "Do you want me to believe you?" Then Pei Ling tells, I'm ashamed to say that I was talented when I was little, but my stepmother abused me, and I lacked cultivation resources, so there were difficulties in my cultivation. Zheng Jingshan settled in our mansion these days. I lost my mind for a moment and stole 10 bone-tempering pills from his room. And as soon as the old man hears this, profuse sweat starts falling from his forehead, and he shouts to Pei Ling, "You dared to steal Zheng Jingshan's stuff." At the same time he is thinking, the young men of the day are foolish to this extension, and Pei Ling says, "I know I was frivolous, but everyone would make mistakes at this age. I know I got in big trouble and I only want to run away. Zheng Jingshan is currently solely focused on killing you, so he hasn't discovered yet that I stole his pills. Only if you are safe and sound can I have time to escape. I'm here to help you." And the old man says, "If that's the case, why did you snatch my vital energy pills?" And the old man is thinking, he is tricky and can't be trusted. And Pei Ling further says, I have no other choice. Do you know Zheng Jingshan has a screen embroidered with hundreds of beauties? And as soon as the old man hears it, he becomes even more shocked, and he says to Pei Ling, "Evil Beauty's drawing, you saw that drawing, yet you are still alive." And as soon as Pei Ling hears this, he is shocked, and he is thinking, is that drawing so terrifying? Then Pei Ling tells, "When I was on the run, I was attacked by Evil Beauty's drawing and almost died. At that critical moment, I could only snatch your pills to save my life." And the old man says, "With your cultivation base, it is indeed impossible for you to resist the attack of Evil Beauty drawing." And Pei Ling is thinking, here you go. Trust me, trust me. Then the old man says, "If so, how about we make a deal?" And Pei Ling is surprised to hear this. And Pei Ling asks, "What deal?" At the same time he is thinking, it will still take me a while to recover. I'd better listen to him for now. Then the old man takes out something from himself and shows it to Pei Ling. Then he tells me, "If you help me get out of here, I'll share this technique with you. What do you say?" And Pei Ling looks at that thing and says, "That's it. It seems nothing special." So the old man shouts to Pei Ling, "You know nothing. This technique is a treasure that Zheng Jingshan and his fellows are dying for but failed to get. In order to get it, they killed my master and fellows by hook or crook. If I hadn't noticed it early, I would have been killed by Zheng Jingshan." And Pei Ling says to the old man, "If he wants it, just give it to him, so that you won't be hunted down." And then the system, Pei Ling, detected a new cultivation technique. The system is recording. And the system starts copying that thing, and Pei Ling is thinking, "What? That's great. I have to keep holding him out and buy time to record." And the old man grabs Pei Ling by the collar and says to him, "You don't believe me?" And Pei Ling says, "Yes, I do. I mean it. Since you said it's powerful, can I take a look?" And Pei Ling is trying very hard to see that thing. Also the old man gets a little surprised, and he says he's changed his tune a lot. Does he covet the technique? And the system is copying that thing fast. And then the old man hits Pei Ling on the head, and tells him, "It will be yours sooner or later. Help me escape first." And Pei Ling says, "Of course, I will help you. What direction should we escape to later?" And the old man takes that thing with him, and then he says, "We will head west first, and we'll decide what to do next later." And Pei Ling is thinking, "Don't tuck it in yet." And then the system tells Pei Ling, "Recording progress, 100%. Recording completed. Please name the technique." And as soon as Pei Ling hears this, he becomes happy. At the same time he is thinking, escaping is what matters now. I name it a nameless cultivation technique. And the old man says, "Boy, help me out." And Pei Ling is thinking, screw you, I've almost recovered. I am done playing the fool. And then Pei Ling says, Zheng Jingshan, why are you here?" And as soon as the old man hears this, he becomes very nervous. And he is saying, "Mr. Zheng, I can explain." And Pei Ling, taking advantage of this opportunity, starts running away from this place. Then when the old man looks back, he becomes very surprised. He realizes that Pei Ling has disappeared from this place. And because of this the old man starts getting very angry, and he takes out his sharp nails again. Then he says, "Bastard, how dare you fool me?" And he attacks Pei Ling. But Pei Ling survives his attack. And he says to the old man, "Hey, buddy, I'm getting someone to save you. How can you attack me?" And now the old man is very angry at Pei Ling, and he wants to kill Pei Ling at any cost. And knowing this, Pei Ling is thinking, although he is injured, he is still a master at the 7th level of chi refining stage. He will catch me sooner or later. But then Pei Ling stops because there is a dead end in front of him, and the old man comes behind him, and he says to Pei Ling, why don't you keep running? And Pei Ling is thinking, at this point, I can only fight. And the old man gets ready to attack Pei Ling with 5 poisonous fingers. But this time Pei Ling also uses bone tempering technique to stop his attack. And a huge explosion occurs at that place, but Pei Ling is not bothered by the old man's attack. And he says to the old man, Wutingxi, do you really think I am a pushover? And the old man is very shocked, because Pei Ling is still alive. He is not able to understand. Where did Pei Ling get so much power from? And then again he attacks Pei Ling. But Pei Ling grabs the old man's collar and says to him, you already attacked me with your fist. Looks like you've been too weak to use 5 poisonous fingers. And now the old man is scared. Then Pei Ling picks up the old man and throws him on the ground, due to which blood starts coming out of his mouth and the old man is coughing and saying, cough, even if you kill me today, you can't get away with it. And hearing this Pei Ling asks, what do you mean? At the same time he is thinking, does he get helpers here? So the old man tells, Zheng Jingshan will not let you go. And no one can survive the evil beauty drawing. It will follow you wherever you go. And moves to attack Pei Ling, but then Pei Ling takes out the sword, and stabs the old man with the sword, and kills him very brutally. And Pei Ling says, I killed Wutingxi. I have offended Zheng Jingshan. You're just one more. Let me see what good things you have. This is what he used to attack me. Maybe it's his trump card. As for this book of jade slips, there is no harm in taking it along. I'm going to wander all over the world. Is what he said true? What should I do? Even if I leave now, I will die of my vital energy being sucked up. System, do you have any solutions? But the system says, please provide feedback on the previous service first. Fuck you. How dare you ask for a good review? You almost got me killed. And Pei Ling picks up that technique, and he's thinking, it seems that there is no other way, since Zheng Jingshan wants it so much. I can use it to make a deal with him. After this the scene shifts, and we see the main hall. And Pei Ling has come to this place, and the family head is asking Pei Ling, what? You found Wutingxi. Why didn't you send the signal? So Pei Ling said to the family head, I was worried about alarming him. It's a serious matter after all. And I want to report it to Mr. Zheng in person. And the family head tells Pei Ling, Zheng is not in the mansion. You can tell me where Wutingxi is, and I will pass the message. And Pei Ling says he is hiding in a very concealed place. I am afraid I can't make it clear. Our family can't afford the consequences if we spoil it. And Pei Ling is thinking, how can I allow you to go between? Then the family head says, Zheng is indeed not in the mansion now. And Pei Ling is very shocked to hear this. And he is thinking, I choose to come back, yet Zheng Jingshan is away, I'm doomed. And the family head tells Pei Ling, Mr. Zheng has been to Mount Yuanlao. While Miss Li is still here, I can take you to her. And hearing this, Pei Ling gets a little surprised and he is thinking, another disciple of the Chongming sect who came here with Zheng Jingshan. Then Pei Ling says, Sir, is Miss Li more powerful than Mr.? And as soon as the family head hears this question from Pei Ling, he gets nervous, and quickly closes Pei Ling's mouth and says to him, mind your words. How can you compare with her, Mr.? She is the top disciple of Chongming sect and also the next saints. Zheng Jingshan is a non-entity to her, not to mention you and me. When you meet her later, you must speak and act cautiously. If you do something wrong, the entire Luquan city will be destroyed. Got it? As soon as Pei Ling hears this, he becomes very happy, and he is thinking, to meet the saints, great. After this the scene shifts and we see floating cloud yard, and both of them stand in front of the door. And the family head is telling Pei Ling, don't look up later, and especially avoid looking at the wind chime in the corner of the room. It will kill you. Pei Ling, we have treated you well. You know what to do when you meet Miss Li, right? And Pei Ling says, I know. At the same time he is thinking in his mind, old bastard, you are aware of counting on me now. You should have been aware of it a long time ago. Then both of them go inside. And the family head greets Li Luyu. But as soon as Pei Ling looks in front, his cheeks start turning red. And Li Luyu asks from inside, what is the matter? And then the family head asks Pei Ling to bend on his knees, and he further says, my nephew Pei Ling just returned from Mount Yuanlao. He said that he found Wutingxi. And Pei Ling also kneels down. And then Li Luyu opens the door and comes out, and he has a mask on his face. She is looking very beautiful. And Pei Ling gets very shocked after seeing her, and he is thinking, she is so beautiful. It would be great if I could marry her. And Li Luyu is also looking at Pei Ling, and there is some bone thing near him, due to which a dangerous pressure is generated. Feeling which Pei Ling gets very nervous, and he is thinking, I was just daydreaming. Then Li Luyu asks, where is he? And Pei Ling greets Li Luyu, and tells her, Miss Li, we think he is already dead. And the family head gets shocked after hearing this. Then Li Luyu says, did you find anything from him? And Pei Ling says, I found some strange pills, and a book of jade slips, and Li Luyu says, you took the book, and Pei Ling says, no, I dare not, that book of jade slips is too weird. I have buried it in a secret place, I can take you to fetch it, but, and Pei Ling is thinking, since this marble is Wu Tingxi's trump card, I will use it to fight this woman if she chooses to kill me after she takes advantage of me. He was indeed injured by 5 poisonous fingers. It seems what he said is true. And Li Luyu asks, what do you want? And the family head is thinking, it's a good opportunity. Ask for something good for our Pei family. But Pei Ling is thinking, every man lives only for himself. I am a fool if I do what you ask. Then Pei Ling says to Li Luyu, please help me, Miss Li. And Li Luyu gives something to Pei Ling and she says, there you go. Take it and digest it by sitting in meditation. After that, the 5 poisonous fingers on you will be removed. As for their evil beauty drawing, when I get the book of jade slips back, I will ask Zheng Jingshan to lift it for you. And Pei Ling is thinking, she can see through the mark of the evil beauty's drawing on me at a glance. What a terrible power. Then Pei Ling says to Li Luyu, thank you so much. The book of jade slips is beneath 3 locust trees in a zigzag pattern on a small hill to the west outside the city. And Li Luyu turns back and takes a look at Pei Ling. And then she disappears from this place. After this, Pei Ling takes a sigh of relief and is thinking, she is finally gone. That was really scary. Fortunately, she did not give me a hard time. Otherwise, this marble might not be able to keep I am alive. But the family head Pei Ling is very angry and says, Pei Ling, didn't I tell you to ask for some benefits for our family? And then that drawing ghost starts troubling Pei Ling again. And the family head is saying to Pei Ling, how dare you insult me? And Pei Ling says, I didn't say that to you. And Pei Ling is thinking, I am about to be drained. Can you stop pestering me, old bastard? Then he is saying, I will surely speak for them Pei family after the poison on me is removed. After this the scene shifts and we see Pei Ling's room. And Pei Ling eats the pill. Then he is thinking, the poison of the 5 poisonous fingers can be removed by taking the pills. But I may not be able to survive the poison of evil beauty drawing before Miss Li comes back. I can only get through this period with the cultivation system. And Pei Ling says to the system, I want to cultivate now. And the system tells Pei Ling, ding dong. The intelligent cultivation system is at your service. Please select the technique you want to cultivate. Then Pei Ling clicks on the nameless cultivation technique, and he's thinking, it forced me to steal things from Wu Tingxi last time, and from Zheng Jingshan the time before that. If I choose bone tempering technique this time, who the system will let me steal from? Maybe the new cultivation technique is a safer bet. Nameless cultivation technique, begin to cultivate. 1-click auto mode. Intelligent upgrade. Now begin to cultivate under the auto mode. During cultivation, you will lose control of your body. Please don't panic. No wonder Zheng Jingshan is dying for it. It feels great. After this the scene shifts and we see, outside Luquan City. And Li Luyu has reached that place, and takes that technique out, and she's thinking, I finally got it. And then light starts coming out from that technique, and Lily's eyes get attacked. But Li Luyu throws that technique away, and she says, who is it? Then only energy starts coming out from that technique, which starts taking the form of a soul. And this happens, Luoqiao, the outer elder of the Chongming sect. And the elder says, Miss Li, how have you been? And Li Luyu says to the elder, Luoqiao, you left a piece of your soul in the jade slips. And the elder says to Li Luyu, you are already the top disciple with a promising future. Why are you still so obsessed with the 6 Desires secret book that you even killed your peers? And Li Luyu says, anyone who stops me from getting stronger should die. And then the elder moves forward to attack Li Luyu. And Li Luyu is also one to use her power, and she is saying, you've overestimated your strength. And Li Luyu uses the soul binding technique, due to which a spiritual snake surrounds the elder. And the elder is saying to Li Luyu, the technique to deal with souls, you are so cruel. Then Li Luyu says, Luoqiao, you are already dead, stop lingering on, 5-fingered dragon cage. And the elder says, you have mastered this divine skill, since I have to die today. I won't let you get the 6 desired secret books. No one can get the 6 desired secret book. And Li Luyu says, you want to drag me down with you. Then Li Luyu also uses one of her techniques, and moves forward to attack the old man. But now the elder is about to destroy itself soon, and a huge explosion occurs at that place. But Liluyu has already killed the elder, and he would have adopted the technique. But Liluyu gets slightly injured at this time, but she is fine, and at the same time she is happy that she has got that technique. After this the scene shifts, and we see cultivation room, floating cloud yard, and Liluyu goes inside her room in an injured condition, and she also has the same technique, and she's thinking, it's cracked. I have to heal the wounds as soon as possible and then go back to the Chongming sect to have someone repair it. Then we see Pei Ling's room, and Pei Ling is sitting and doing cultivation, and he is feeling very good, and he's thinking, this technique, this cultivation, it's amazing. And then the system tells Pei Ling, detecting that nameless cultivation technique is a dual cultivation technique. A partner is needed to continue the cultivation. Pei Ling gets even more confused after seeing the notification, and he is thinking, dual cultivation technique, and again the system tells Pei Ling, detected that you need a cultivation partner. The system will offer one for free, and again the system takes control of Pei Ling's body, and Pei Ling is telling the system, you just can't stop, can you? And Pei Ling is running very fast, due to which the girl's skirts start flying in the air, and Pei Ling is saying while running, people here who can be my cultivation partner are either my sisters or the women of my brothers, or uncles. And then Pei Ling reaches near a door, seeing which Pei Ling becomes even more nervous, and he is saying, no way, why did you bring me here? Systems are in the wrong place, right? Miss Li must still be outside the city now. System, if we get through this door, we won't have a chance to come out, think twice. Good. Very good. Let's be crushed together. And we see that Liluyu is sitting inside her room and doing cultivation. And then she feels someone's presence, and she's thinking, it's him, I almost forgot. And Liluyu says to Pei Ling, I will help you later. But Pei Ling breaks Liluyu's door by kicking it, and he interferes with the villain's entry, and Liluyu gets very surprised after seeing this. And Pei Ling calls Liluyu hey baby. But inside he is very scared, and seeing that Pei Ling has intervened like this, Liluyu gets very angry, and she moves forward to attack Pei Ling directly, but Pei Ling throws something towards Liluyu, due to which an explosion occurs, and Pei Ling is thinking, oh no, she is attacking me, I'm doomed this time. And we see Liluyu, which has withstood the impact of that blast, and she is thinking, soul-suppressing powder, he has Wu Tingxi's trump card. Damn it, I haven't recovered yet. I can't hold on anymore. And Liluyu falls on the same floor and becomes unconscious. And Pei Ling is surprised to see this. And he wonders, has she fainted? But Liluyu has his eyes on something else. At the same time Pei Ling is thinking, is the system already invincible? Or was she injured when she searched for the Book of Jade Slips? System, although you knocked her down with one strike, it's better not to lay a finger on her. And Pei Ling is about to remove Liluyu's mask. And Pei Ling is saying to the system, system, what are you doing? And as soon as Pei Ling looks at Liluyu's face, he finds her very beautiful. And he is saying, a one-night stand with a gorgeous girl. But he is saying in his mind, wake up, she is the saints. She is not someone that you can get your hands on. But in reality, he says, a happy death thus deserves. And the system tells Pei Ling, the cultivation partner is given away. Now continue to cultivate. And Pei Ling is thinking, seriously. Then Pei Ling's clothes get torn automatically. And he moves forward, and he touches Liluyu's clothes, but his mind is saying, come on, do it. And he would think while crying, I will definitely be killed by her after this. But now Pei Ling cannot do anything, so now he gets ready to do whatever the system is doing. But Pei Ling starts bleeding profusely from his nose, and his cheek turns red. And he's thinking, I don't want to do it, but no man can resist such temptation. And Pei Ling jumps on Liluyu. He climbs into bed. Then we see that Liluyu slowly starts feeling something, and Pei Ling is thinking, the wounds. When I fought, Wu Tingxi was completely healed. Even my cultivation base has been improving rapidly. I feel like I am going to break through again. And Liluyu is feeling slight pain. And seeing this Pei Ling is thinking, I just don't know how she will torture me when she wakes up. And the scene shifts and we see Zheng and the head of the family with him. And Zheng is saying, Wu Tingxi has been found. So the family head says, yes. According to Pei Ling, a disciple of a collateral branch of our family, Wu Tingxi is dead. And Zheng says, he's dead. What about his stuff? And the family head says, Miss Li has personally fetched it back. Then Zheng says, since my senior has fetched it back, this matter ends here. And the family head says, Mr. Zheng, the reward of 50 bone tempering pills. So Jung says, I'm going back to the green sycamore yard. And you can come get it later. And on hearing this, the family head says, see you later, Mr. Jung. And Jung is thinking, Senior has successfully got the secret book. Maybe she will reward me handsomely, given my hard work. Then as soon as he goes inside his house, he sees that there is no pill at that place, seeing which he gets very shocked, and he says, what the fuck, who stole my bone tempering pills? Who broke in while I was away? And the ghost painting comes out, and she tells Pei Ling's name, and hearing this Jung says, the disciple who found Wu Tingxi, where is he now? Then we see that some noises are coming from Li Liyu's room at night, and Li Liyu slowly starts regaining consciousness, and she is thinking, what a strange power, it's constantly surging into my body. The wounds are healing rapidly, I feel warm and comfortable, what exactly is it? I want more. And as soon as Li Liyu opens her eyes, she gets very shocked because Pei Ling is in front of her. And Pei Ling is saying to the system, stupid system, stop, right now. Look around, do you think it is appropriate to cultivate now? And as soon as Li Liyu sees Pei Ling, she is about to attack Pei Ling. And Pei Ling is thinking, it's too late, I will die if I take this slap. But then Pei Ling catches Li Liyu's hand and turns it back. And he's thinking, after I pretended to be weak for years, it's the first time that I have been so brave. And Pei Ling is saying to the system in his mind, stupid system, you even speed it up. And then Li Liyu feels something, and she is thinking, this feeling, is it the power that makes me feel warm and comfortable? The barriers inside are gradually broken by him, and my cultivation base is also improving rapidly. I think he can do it harder. Shit. I can't believe I am losing my composure. And then someone comes outside Li Liyu's room, and he stands outside the door. And Pei Ling is still working very hard, and he is saying, it feels like I am going to leap into the 4th level of chi refining stage. She obviously wants to kill me, but why hasn't she done it yet? And there Li Liyu is thinking, my cultivation base has been improving greatly. Is it because? And Li Liyu is having a lot of fun, and Pei Ling is thinking, her murderous intent is getting more intense. But I can't stop the system, and only then both of them get to enjoy heaven. And the system tells Pei Ling, one-click auto mode. Hassle-free promotion, please give a 5-star review if you are satisfied. Also, Pei Ling is very happy because finally it is over, and he falls for Li Liyu. And both of them are very tired. And when Pei Ling opens his eyes, he sees Li Liyu, who is looking at him only, and so he quickly takes off his clothes and starts running away from this place. But then Jung comes to that place, and he is very surprised to see the door broken. And when Pei Ling hears Jung's voice, he understands that Jung is coming to this place, and so he becomes even more nervous. And Jung is thinking after seeing Li Liyu's house, why did the senior's room door become like this? Was it also done by that brat Pei Ling? And Jung gets very angry and says, bastard, you not only stole bone tempering pills from me but also dared to lay a finger on my senior's stuff. I will kill you. And Pei Ling is thinking that now my game is about to end. But then Li Liyu uses her power, due to which a dangerous power comes out from those bones, due to which blood starts coming out of Jung's mouth, and he drops to his knees. And he is saying to Li Liyu, please forgive me, senior, I shouldn't have overstepped the line. And Li Liyu tells Jung to leave this place, and Jung is thinking, Pei Ling is not here, then what was going on with the door? And Jung runs away from this place fearing Li Liyu. And when Pei Ling looks back, Li Liyu is in front of him, and Pei Ling is thinking, well, it's my turn now. I'm sorry. And Pei Ling is very scared, but Li Liyu passes by him, and she doesn't do anything to Pei Ling. And seeing this, Pei Ling gets very shocked, and he is thinking, she just walked away. Is she going to use some magic tool to torture me? And Li Liyu goes to the bathroom and starts taking a bath, and Pei Ling now has his clothes on. And he's thinking, phew, fortunately, there are spare clothes. Turns out she wants to take a shower. I need to get out of here quickly. And then the system says it needs a review. So Pei Ling says, I only want to unload you if I can. Are you unable to cultivate unless you put me in trouble first? Are you thinking of making a big one to screw me up next time? How dare you ask for a good review? And Pei Ling gives 1 star to the system, and the system says to Pei Ling, sorry for the intelligent cultivation system failing to provide you with a good cultivation experience. The system will offer 1 spirit nourishing pill free as compensation. And as soon as Pei Ling hears this, he becomes even more shocked, and he thinks, for free again. And the system has taken control of Pei Ling again, and Pei Ling starts searching for something, and he is saying, haha, I knew you want I'm dead. A spirit nourishing pill is given away. One-click auto mode, hassle-free cultivation. To fulfill your dream of promotion, I am not under control now. I'd better put it back in now. And then Li Luyu comes after taking a bath, and she asks Pei Ling, what are you doing? And Pei Ling gets scared seeing Li Luyu, and he is thinking she got out of the shower so soon. Oh no. I can't explain it at all. And Li Luyu is staring at Pei Ling, and he has accumulated energy in his hands, seeing which Pei Ling gets even more scared. And he's thinking, system, if I can meet you in my next life, I must. And Li Luyu attacks, due to which there is a huge explosion at that place. After this the scene shifts, and we see Zheng, and a man comes to him, and he is saying to Zheng, hello, mister, are you there, Pei Hongmian? What is happening here? Now that Wu Tingxi is dead, my father asked me to ask for the bone-tempering pills, and those people also see that explosion, seeing which both of them were very surprised. Then we see that Li Luyu has not done anything to Pei Ling, and Pei Ling is thinking, she didn't kill me, she deliberately missed the shot. Why? And then both of them come to that place, and Pei Ling gets more scared after seeing both of them. And the man says, Pei Ling, what are you doing here? And when Zheng sees Pei Ling, he says to Li Luyu, Senior, this guy is scheming, please punish him severely. But Li Luyu slaps Zheng, due to which he falls down on the spot. And looking at her, Pei Ling is thinking, Zheng Jingshan was beaten up again, what's going on here? Then Li Luyu takes out the flying ship from her, and the flying ship goes into the sky and becomes very big. Seeing this, Pei Ling is very surprised, and while going in the flying ship, Li Luyu says, let's return to the sect. And seeing those people going, Pei Ling is happy, and he is thinking, they are finally leaving, I survived. Why are they not moving? And Li Luyu is staring at Pei Ling, and Zheng understands that Li Luyu wants to take Pei Ling with her. That's why he shouts to Pei Ling, what are you waiting for it? Get on board. And Pei Ling is thinking, you must be kidding me. After this, Pei Ling boards the flying ship, and he's wondering, why did they bring me along? I should have got on board. And two girls are looking at Pei Ling, and they are saying, Jioni, what do you think is so special about this young man? Our master even personally lifted the prohibition of evil beauties drawing on him. Master is thoughtful and far-seeing. Her intentions are beyond our comprehension. But a good show is about to begin. And Zheng is staring at Pei Ling, and he is saying, how dare you steal my bone-tempering pills? And Pei Ling is thinking, shit, if I tell you that was not my intention, will you believe it? Then Pei Ling says, please forgive me, Mr. Zheng, and Zheng is releasing his power. And Pei Ling gets very nervous after seeing her, but Pei Ling is thinking, Miss Li takes charge of this place, so he wouldn't kill me, would he? And then Zheng feels something and is thinking, why is there no trace of evil beauties drawing on him? Did the senior lift it for him? She seems to think highly of him. I have to put up with him. And then Zheng starts moving forward, and seeing this Pei Ling is thinking, phew. Looks like as long as Miss Li does nothing to me, Zheng Jingshan won't make any rash moves. And that man also thinks, why did Mr. Zheng stop? What is exactly Pei Ling capable of? And then the man gets shocked after seeing something, and he says to Pei Ling, you have reached the 4th level of the chi refining stage. You were still at the 2nd level 1 month ago. And Pei Ling says yes. Then Zheng is thinking, only with that, he gained the favor of seniors. That's not right. Cultivating bone-tempering technique once requires 1 bone-tempering pill at most. Did he cultivate them in just 1 day? Is that why seniors took him along? Well, let me test how capable he is. And Zheng takes out a dangerous sword, seeing which Pei Ling gets very scared. And he is thinking, what is he holding a broadsword for? Is he going to cut me? At the same time, that man is also nervous, and he is saying, life-weary broadsword. Then Zheng says, your family did well in Wu Tingxi's matter, yet the two of you haven't obtained the reward of 50 bone-tempering pills that I promised before. Our sect keeps strictly to the rules of reward and punishment, so I am giving you guys a chance. Whoever takes this life-weary broadsword from me can own it. And the man grabs Zheng's sword, and he says to Zheng, Mr. Zheng, you are so generous. I am very grateful. And Pei Ling is thinking, thank goodness. He isn't going to cut me. But when Pei Ling looks ahead, the man is unable to lift Zheng's sword, and evil energy is coming out from that sword, due to which the man falls down, and Zheng tells him, enough. You are not strong enough. It's your turn. And hearing this, Pei Ling is thinking, how would you be so nice since you hated my guts just now? I won't fall for it. And Pei Ling says to Zheng, thanks, Mr. Zheng. It's just a pity that I am not strong enough. I think I'll pass, but Zheng angrily tells Pei Ling, is this broadsword not good enough for you? Are you going to do it or not? And then something starts happening at that place, and 2 girls come to that place. Seeing whom Zheng says, Miss Jioni, Miss Wu Liu, does the senior have anything for us? And Wu Liu says, the master is recuperating now. Please settle your issue as soon as possible in case of disturbing her. Huh? It's the life-weary broadsword. Did you ask them to try to take it from you? Whose turn is it? And Zheng says, it's Pei Ling's turn now. And Wu Liu goes closer to Pei Ling, and says to him, oh, it's you. You look quite handsome. And Pei Ling is thinking, does she know me? Then Wu Liu stares at Pei Ling and says, all right, quickly pull it out. If you disturb my master, I will skin you. And Zheng extends his sword towards Pei Ling, but Pei Ling is nervous, and he is thinking, I am afraid I have to do it. I hope these people of the evil sect will not cause me trouble in the future. And Pei Ling grabs hold of Zheng's sword and lifts it using his power. And Zheng is thinking, how can it be possible for someone at the 4th level of chi refining stage to pull this broadsword from me? But then Zheng realizes something, and when he sees what is in front of him, he is shocked. And Pei Ling is holding the sword, and seeing this Zheng is thinking, he is indeed not an ordinary person. No wonder seniors value him so much. If he really pulls it out, I'll be embarrassed. Then Zheng uses 50% of his power, due to which the weight of the sword increases, and now Pei Ling cannot hold the sword any longer. So he abandons the sword. Then he says to Zheng, Mr. Zheng, your great strength is too much for me to reach for. And Zheng says, well, then, but Jioni says, wait. We already have Pei Hongnian, a good-for-nothing, on the Darkbone Infernal ship. We can't take in another one. The lampshade in my master room is worn out. It's a good idea to use your skin to make a new one. And Pei Ling is thinking, what the hell? Your master hasn't done anything to me, yet you 2 female ghosts want to take my life. If I can't avoid it, I will have to fight it out. Then Wu Liu says, Jioni. Pei was living in Luquan City before, which is a desolate place, naturally. He cannot be compared to the disciples of the Chongming sect, in my opinion. Why not ask Zheng Jingshan to only exert 10% of his strength to test him? And when Wu Liu tells Jioni agrees, and Pei Ling thanks Wu Liu. But Wu Liu is staring at Pei Ling, and tell him, you have to do your best this time, Mr. Pei, otherwise, you will really be made into a lampshade by Jioni. And Pei Ling gets scared after hearing this, and he says, yes, I got it. And Zheng is thinking, if I only exert 10% of my power, he will definitely take the broadsword from me. Is it a senior's idea? And Zheng turns the sword towards Pei Ling. And when Pei Ling looks at Zheng, he is thinking, is he going to cry? Forget it. I don't want to be made into a lampshade. Then Pei Ling swings the sword with all his might. And he is thinking, isn't it too easy? And a lot of tears are falling from Zheng's eyes. And he is saying, this life-weary broadsword is a weapon I used when I was an outer disciple. Now it belongs to you. I hope you can work hard to cultivate yourself and not bring disgrace to its name. And Pei Ling is thinking, he is indeed crying. Then Pei Ling says, thank you, Mr. Zheng. I will definitely live up to your expectations. And Wu Liu says, yeah, it's pulled out, Mr. Pei is amazing. All right, the test is over. Let's get in the cabin and rest, Mr. Pei. Let me take you to your room. And both of them start going inside. And as soon as Pei Ling goes inside, he feels very strange, and he's thinking, this place is too eerie. And then someone's eyes are seen behind him, staring at Pei Ling. And Pei Ling gets very scared, due to which he falls down. And when Wu Liu sees that evil energy staring at her, she gets scared and runs away. Then Pei Ling thanks Wu Liu. And Wu Liu takes Pei Ling with her, and he sees her room. Then she says, well, Mr. Pei, can I ask you a question? And Pei Ling says yes, so Wu Liu catches Pei Ling. And seeing this, Pei Ling is wondering, what does Wu Liu want to do? So Wu Liu says to Pei Ling, why do you have my master sent on you? And as soon as Pei Ling hears this, he gets very scared. And he's thinking, did she find out what I have done to Miss Li?